Jin Woo gestured the younger man to keep quiet, because Jin Woo's ears were twitching. He could hear lots of footsteps coming from the distance. Jin Woo spoke up. It's not that there aren't any, they just haven't arrived yet. Yu Jinho swallowed nervously after hearing that. Rumble. Soon, the party could hear what Jin Woo had heard earlier on. Only then did Hwang Dong-seok realize something was amiss here. A dungeon with no luminous stones could mean what moves around in groups, lives in darkness, and rushes towards a source of light. Oh crap. The complexions of Hwang Dong-seok and his Dongseings became ashen all at the same time. It's bugs. Bugs are coming. FCK it, ma'am. Why the hell did it have to be goddamn bugs? Hwang Dong-seok cried out. Get into your positions. They are coming. Out of all the monster types, insects were the most troublesome to deal with. Their shells were quite hardy. They always moved around in large groups, and each individual possessed pretty high combat potential as well. The sounds of the insect legs rustling on the ground noisily reverberated throughout the cave. It meant that they had come pretty close now. Hwang Dong-seok raised his shield right up below his chin. However, they couldn't see any insects even then. His Dongseings began raising a fuss from behind him. What's going on here? Why can't I see them? But they are close by, though. Dong-seok Hyung, can you see anything out in front? It was at this time that Jin Woo shouted out. Above you. What? Hwang Dong-seok reflexively looked up. Huge insects were running towards them on the ceiling. If they were discovered late even for a single second, those things would have jumped down on top of their heads. When fighting against monsters such as these insect types that formed large groups, the breaking down of the team's formation would mean death for everyone involved. If those were discovered too late, then Hwang Dong-seok felt a chill run down his spine. The silver lining here was that he couldn't spot a single ant-like creature among the various insects. He raised his voice and shouted out, Fire, fire and bring them down. Once they are on the ground, I'll attract the aggro. From here onwards, the capability of the tanker would prove to be crucial. Hwang Dong-seok activated his provocation skill to attract the gazes of all the monsters to himself. And as if they had a prior agreement, monsters all turned their heads to glare at Hwang Dong-seok at the same time. Dozens upon dozens of monsters rushed towards Hwang Dong-seok's position. His shield managed to defend against the attacks of the bugs without fail. The strong jaws and claws couldn't tear the shield in half. The tanker Hwang Dong-seok defended commendably well from the front, all stable and unmoving. Attack! Along with that short but manly shout, all the accumulated firepower of the team poured out on the marauding insect horde. The pained screams of the monsters rose up from here, there, and everywhere. Jin Woo stood at the back and observed this situation as it unfolded.